Welcome back to the MavPack server, everybody. I have been awfully busy with Thaumcraft stuff since the last time that you've seen me. As you can see, I have quite a few essentia in jars across the wall here, and I'm probably going to change the layout of this a little bit. Maybe move it up a block, so kind of have a more finished feel. But I still haven't really figured out. As far as aesthetics, what I want to do with the interior of this place. I started to mess around with the floor in these areas here, because in the game, this is kind of like a yellowish, it's kind of a sandy look. So I thought sandstone would work pretty good there. It doesn't work. I mean, it kind of looks okay. I don't know if it's just because the rest of it looks still unfinished, or if it's just the floor that's just not going to work. I don't know. I may end up changing the way that I do this. What I was going to do is make it look like the original. Make it look like the source material. And the more I play, the more I kind of feel like I want to give it my own spin. Kind of bring it up to up to date a little bit, make it a little more modern, make it a little more me kind of a thing. So may not use the original, or at least not all of the original colors and kind of materials, I guess, if you want to say that, from the original game. Speaking of which, it is in fact, I don't know how many of you got this right, but the original game was GoldenEye. And if you recognized it, kudos. You played one of the greatest multiplayer games of all time. This is the facility level from GoldenEye. And up into this room right here is the... in multiplayer, this is blocked off. This door is closed and you can't access the rest of the level. And then as far as the single-player world, this is the rest of the level. And what I'm going to do is a lot of really cool stuff. I still haven't really figured out what I want to do as far as what's going in all the rooms. But this one is for sure going to be the Thaumcraft room. This one over here may end up being the what do I want to do here? Maybe the biology lab. I might do this the biology lab. I was going to do this the tree farm, but the other room, well, that doesn't really make it. I still got a lot to think about. Anywho, we're going to get started here. I got my my infusion altar all set up here. I believe this is correct, and actually, I know it's correct. I checked the book. I originally had it set up, and it was these bricks weren't down here at the base. It was just these blocks here, and I forgot the pedestal in the center. So, you know, leave it to me to think I know how something goes together and just put it together without reading the instructions. I'm doing something a little bit different than I did last time, only because I have the space to do it. I hate spiders because they make so much noise. But under here, we have all kinds of let's get rid of this one here. All kinds of zombie heads. The walls and floor are completely filled with them, and it is perfectly symmetrical, so that way I don't have any instability problems. The I didn't have the luxury of doing that in my solo playthrough, because I didn't have the space, and the shape of the room was a little strange. It was symmetrical except for one wall of it, and that was the entrance kind of area. So I couldn't really make anything with really any amount of symmetry. It was always kind of lopsided, and I think that caused more problems than it fixed. So I was always getting stuff falling off and purple goo all over the ceiling. I shouldn't have that problem this time, because I have a ton of mob heads down there. That should really help me out. So the reason that I made this, and actually the reason that I'm showing it, is because not only is it the coolest thing, it's still the coolest thing that I've ever seen in Minecraft, but I also have a little bit of a mission to do. The first things first, I need ninja boots. So I'm going to make myself the Boots of the Traveler. That is so awesome. I love it. So what we're going to do, we're going to put boots in the center. I went ahead and got all the aspects that I need for this. I believe it was ether. Where is it? Ether. Wait, there it is right there. Got a full thing of that. And also, I think the feather, volatus. I think it's that one. I should look anyways, because I need to find out. Yeah, I've been busy in here. I got some of this stuff done, some of the thaumic tinkering done. I actually got some of the bee stuff done, because I'm going to be getting into that. I got all kinds of the alchemy done, all kinds of the artifice done. I mean, I'm moving along pretty good. I really like, as I've said before, I love Thaumcraft. It's easily, hands down, my favorite mod. Not the one that I need. This one. Yeah, Volatus. So I need those two. I got plenty of those. So it goes. We'll go air, fabric, feather, and fish. Now, I don't really know. I don't think it really matters. I don't know what the game considers the top. Well, I guess we'll just go north. So this would be the north one here. So it was air. Let's see. How are we going to divvy this up? Air. Cloth. And then it was feather. We'll do feather, fish. That should be it. Alright, let's see what you'll do. Oh, and I made the a greatwood staff too. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah, gold banded greatwood staff, and I have it completely charged. It got 125 of each, so I'll be using that for spell casting and whatnot until I make something a little bit better, because I know there are much better ones. Because even in normal Thaumcraft, the silverwood staff is, I think, 250. Goes up to 250. Oh, I'm not done with the fish yet. Aha! Boots of the Traveler. And these I will put I'll put repair on both of these here, because I took a little bit of a beating with the goggles on, because I kind of forgot that I was wearing them, but I guess it really doesn't matter because I'll be putting repair on them. So but these here I need to put back over here. So now I should I'll take my helmet just in case. I'm not gonna leave my goggles. I'll take those with me, but I will take the helmet anyway. I'll put it in here. I guess same thing with the boots. I want to keep the boots down here. Okie doke. As far as nodes go, I actually got pretty lucky. I'm gonna start moving them here pretty soon. I have a there's a node in my man. I missed Boots of the Traveler so much. They are so nice. I accidentally destroyed. Well, I didn't destroy the whole node, but I overdrew it, and 2 of the aspects disappeared off of it. It used to be a decent sized quadruple node right in my backyard, right in the frozen area behind my base. There was a node that had both Preditio and Ordo in it in decent quantities. It was probably like, I don't know, maybe 20, 30. So it wasn't a huge one. Actually, it wasn't even really a big one. It was kind of a small to medium-sized one, come to think of it. But it had 4 in it, and it had Preditio and Ordo in it, which is kind of a hard thing to find, especially both in the same node. So I was drawing from it, and actually, now that it's daylight, we'll go out and check it out. And I forgot that I hadn't learned Node Preserver yet, and I accidentally drew both of them. I think there's only two aspects left on it. Oh, and the jump boost, that is awesome. Man, I love these boots. That's going to make travel so much easier. Oh, yeah, and the walking up the hills, that's so cool. Oh, I love these boots. The node should be right over this hill here. I think, is it this one? It might have been this one. It was this one. So maybe I only took the one out of it. But this is, I hate it that it flickers. I'm not really sure what causes that. Maybe it wasn't that one. No, I think there's another one out here somewhere. Yeah, I think there's another one out here somewhere. But anyways, not to fret, just over the hill over here, along the shoreline, there is a huge Preditio orb, or a node, and right next to it, and I literally mean right next, it's like 3 blocks away, is a huge Ordo node. So there's two, one is 70 and one is 60 something. So they're both big nodes, and it's Ordo and Preditio, and I'm super. Oh, my tree grew. I just planted that last night. I can't believe it actually grew. I thought it took a lot longer to do. Yeah, I planted a redwood tree here. I didn't think that it would grow so fast. I'm using this to, or I should say, I'm going to be using this to get around a little easier. I'll probably make a shaft up the center of it, like a ladder, and use that to jump off of for my hang glider. So that way I can get around a little bit easier. But enough about all this stuff. What we're doing today is we're going on a secret stealth mission. We have to go over to ATI's base because he is a cheaty McCheaty face. And what he did is he exploited a recipe conflict on his very first day. And I haven't done anything about it until last night. Last night I took the server down and I pulled the mod out that was causing the problem. Oops. What it was the Ropes Plus mod was conflicting with extra utilities. And what I mean by that, endothermic pump, well, actually, among other things, this is just the one that he used to cheat with. Where is it? Ender quarry, ender generator. Where is it? Why am I not seeing it? Ender pump. There it is, endothermic pump. Oh, it's because it's got the hyphen in it. Anyways, when you would look at the endothermic pump recipe, it would call for this recipe would, well, technically it was all shifted down one, so there would be a third page or a second page with a third recipe on it. Probably this one was on the next page, but in the place of this top one, there was an additional recipe. And what it was one of the arrow recipes, one of the special arrows from Ropes Plus, and it would take 1 feather, 1 stick, and a rope, and it would give you 4 endothermic pumps. And he, I don't know if like I know for sure, I don't know for sure that he did in fact do it. But I can only assume that he did because the very first day that he was on, he had 4 of them. He had 4 of them in one of his chests. Or actually, he had 3 of them in one of his chests. One of them was missing. I can only assume that it's in the nether. So what we're going to do today, now that I removed the mod, the problem is gone. It can't be exploited anymore. I already talked to everybody else. Most of them weren't aware of it, so I know they didn't use it. And Faint, he said that his endothermic pump is a legit built one. He built it using the regular recipe because he's seen the other one and knew that there was a problem, and he knew better than to exploit it. So ATI is cheaty McCheaty pants. So we're gonna go take his stuff, not his stuff, but his pumps, and hopefully find another one. We're gonna go in the nether and find the remaining one that is missing from his chest. So what I'm gonna do is let's find where he is. ATI's base is. Turn it on. Minus 465 by 1350. 13. I know it's 4. Okay, so it's pretty much straight west of me. Why did I just jump there? That's weird. I didn't jump. I just got thrown up in the air. Ooh, that's an infernal zombie. Jesus. Why did I get thrown up there again? Not that I'm complaining, but it's just weird. I wonder if it was those thorns that grow. Maybe that tossed me up or something with these boots. They interact strangely with these boots. I don't know. I'm just grabbing at straws here. So I'm going to keep walking. I'm going to head over to that direction, and I will see you in a little bit. Alright, so here we are at ATI's place. Been a while since I've been out here. I'm hoping that he still has... Still has that stuff in a chest. He doesn't play... I mean, he played a lot. Oh, he's got another statue. Mr. Hydra. Because he had this one over here. The Sub-Zero statue. I don't know really what this one is. It's probably... Oh, I'll get stuck on it. Not really sure. Anywho. If I remember right, machines. It's probably in this chest. Yep, there they are right there. Endothermic pump. Yoink. No cheaty for you. Let's find... I think his portal, because J-Log is right close too. J-Log is right... He's right over here. And I think they've been using the same portal. Which was in, I think, a witch hut on the shore. J-Log's J-Log's doing pretty good. He's been learning a lot from YouTube, actually. I think I said before that this was his first time. Yeah, this hut right here. This was his first time playing with mods, and he's been doing quite a bit. Him and Shooter share the same base, because I think they're roommates in real life. I'm not 100% certain. And Shooter doesn't play as much as J-Log does, so he does most of the work here, which is pretty cool. But Shooter helps him out from time to time because he's played with mods before. So let's see what we got in here. What do we got? We got a nitro creeper right there. Jesus. Stupid fire bats. Okay, if I don't see... If I don't see a pump right off the bat, I'm gonna come back later. Oh, this is flesh. That's gross. This is gonna be a little different. Because I think, yeah, Biomes of Plenty adds even more stuff to the Nether than was already added. Because Natura adds a lot of stuff to the Nether. And is that quartz? That is quartz. And while I'm here, I'm going to take some quartz. Because I need it for several things. But it adds a bunch of stuff, including independent biomes. These biomes are, I think there's... Oh, that sounds like one more thing that I need to get. I forgot to grab a safari net, so I'll just have to kill one. Oh, so those are in here, the blood chalices. Okay, cool. Saltpeter. Yeah, I wasn't sure if those spawned or not. Because I didn't see them in testing. I didn't see any of the blood chalices from... I believe necromancy adds those. I don't see anything right off the bat. I thought that I would, but I don't. This is kind of a treacherous little area here. So I'm going to poke around for a little bit. And the nice thing about being on a server is my computer is basically just viewing something that that a different computer is already rendering. So I can film in the Nether, and it's not going to be a problem. Oh, it blew up some of the flesh. Okay, that's kind of gross. Chunks of flesh. That's wonderful. Yeah. So I'm just gonna walk around for a little while. Actually, I'm probably gonna come back. No, you know what? Yeah, I will. I'll stick around. I'll walk around for a little bit. So I will join you again when I find something. Okay, so here's what's going on. I wandered around for a little bit. Ended up spending about 5 hours in there, 4 or 5 hours. Did a whole lot of mining, tons of mining, enough to fill like completely jam-packed full one of my strong boxes, my tier 3 strong box. I think it's called the reinforced, which I believe has as much inventory space as a double chest. So that was packed full of all kinds of goodies, and instead of coming out like I should have done, I was looking for well, I found something down at the bottom, and I realized that those what it was these large stone squares, and I didn't really know what they were, so I didn't really bother with them. And then I realized later on that those stones were from an endothermic pump, because that's what they do. They replace lava blocks with stone blocks, and then they put the lava, or they pump the lava. So when the lava disappears, a stone is replaced by it, or rather, the lava is replaced by the stone to prevent lag. It's kind of a Nether only thing, so that way you can't lag the server too badly. It only works in Nether, and it doesn't change really anything except for a block. It doesn't make any flowing anything. So, but what happened is I go down there, and on my way out, I decided to go check it out. So I go down to this pad and find that it is in fact a endothermic pump, but I believe it is faints, because he described his setup. He had it pumping into a bunch of lava generators. So that is what I think is his area, because they're kind of close together. His base, Faint's base, and ATI's base are kind of close together. They're probably about 700 blocks apart, meaning that they're only about 100 blocks apart in another, which is about what this area was away from the portal that I entered from ATI's area. So I can only assume that that's Faint stuff. The problem is, once I figured out whose it was, I tried to get back out, which was kind of a chore because it was way down near the bottom, and the portal going in is way up by, I think, level 80 or something like that. So I tried to get out, and I got up about halfway to J-Log's portal, and I went to do some island hopping to get back to his portal, and my glider did not deploy. I jumped right into a giant lava lake. I was carrying all kinds of stuff. I heard something sizzle. Oh, looks like I'm here. Boats are still a little bit derpy. Not really sure why. It's almost like they move too fast for the server to calculate where they are or something, because they where you are and where the boat is are kind of two different things. I think that's why they get stuck. Like when you get out of them, they kind of they just kind of brick themselves until you log back on again. Why is it? Well, I'm getting a little bit of a lag spike here, so I'm gonna let this pass, and then I'll be right back. So there she is. It's not as bad as I originally thought. It's probably only about 20 blocks off of this shore here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a small little cobblestone hut, and then keep building an enclosure, like an enclosed tunnel out to that area, and then I will I brought along a lot of gravel with me. Probably about, well, not quite half. Actually, quite a bit less than half. I have about 20 of the double compressed gravel, so I got quite a bit left at the base there. But I did bring enough gravel to kind of hopefully flood the area and kind of make a pocket around it, so that way I can safely dig it up and get my stuff back. Now that sizzle that I heard, I think it was just the XP, because I think the XP burns in lava. So that's probably what that sizzle was. At least I'm hoping that's what that sizzle was. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'm probably not going to do it on camera because I know this is probably going to be on the this episode that that I was working on. So I know I'm running out of time, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Finally got all my stuff back. This is what I had to do. My first go around, I kind of ran out of materials. I completely underestimated the amount of cobblestone that it would take to make a path out there. So I had to mine a bunch of this hillside out. That's why I spaced them sparingly, because I didn't have enough of that either. Ended up dying out there. I had a fire bat explode on me. So I came back with several stacks of cobblestone, as well as much more stuff to drop in the lava here. I brought back sand because I lost all my original stuff that I brought with me, all that gravel. Trying to get this one out, but this is the original death. I found the gravestone right down there, and then this is the second death, and that was right here. That the one that I was trying to get the first one out with, but I got it all. So now I have this little kind of stronghold in the middle of this lava lake. This is totally not even close to my area, so people are probably going to be wondering what it's all about if they come across it, because I'm sure they will. Because I'm sure Faint and JLog will find the area. But anyways, I'm gonna head back to my area, and then I'll show you what I got. Okay, here we are, back at the base, safe and sound. Here is some of the stuff that we got. Well, actually, here's pretty much all the stuff that I got from the Nether, and like I said, chest is completely packed full. I got a bunch of quartz. Some of your other various ores in here. Things of note are I got some sapphire, got some ruby, and I got some peridot. Those are the biomes of plenty gems. So I'll be using those because I'm pretty sure that they're made in the creation of, or they're used in the creation of the portal that goes to the promised land. You make some sort of a staff out of them or something. So we'll be using those. What else did I get? I focused on lapis, and I focused on redstone, and on ferrous. I'll probably be cooking these into the vanilla ores and then pulverizing those instead of just putting these straight into the pulverizer, because I don't think this form here has the chance for shiny metal. So that's what I'm after for Enderium, because that calls for the shiny metal. So we'll be processing these that way, but the rest of this stuff I will probably just toss into the pulverizer, with the exception of lapis. I actually, in testing a long time ago, found that the Fortune 3 actually does a much better job of getting more out of it than just putting these straight into the pulverizer. Probably because lapis is really, really highly affected by Fortune, more so than anything else. So that's what we'll be doing with those. I found one of those beehives. I didn't know that Biomes of Plenty added these, which is pretty cool. I was pretty excited to see that they were in there. Inside had a whole bunch of type like honeycomb blocks. I'm not really sure what they're used for, as well as a honey block and the hive block, which is what the shell was constructed out of. I found another fortress. Did not find any of the wither skeletons. Actually, I didn't find anything in this fortress. It was completely empty of all mobs, but I did loot all the chests that I came across. Got some golden armor, swords and whatnot, horse armor, which is pretty cool, diamonds, some ingots, this, that, and the other thing. I got a couple types of bushes. I only got one of these burning blossoms because I caught on fire when I harvested it, so I left those alone. I got some flame string, so I'll be making a bow out of that. What else did I get? Got a whole bunch of netherrack. Ignore the stone that was in this chest when I started. So I got all kinds of netherrack. I believe I can make gravel out of it, and I will be using that because this place here is going to use a ton of concrete. Never got a chance to find the fourth endothermic pump, the final dirty one. I don't know where it is, so I'm just going to have to ask him about it and have him hand it over because he's not supposed to have it. He used a dirty recipe to obtain it, so he shouldn't have it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna burn these ones, so that way nobody can use them. Get my lava back here, and then yeah, that's so that's that. What we're gonna do is before I close out the episode here, just a note. I actually took in my other pick. Oh, actually, when I went back to go get my grave, I took my where is it? It's up here. Of course, it's raining up here. But this pick here, my alumite pick, so that way I can mine some of the cobbles or the cobalt and what's the other one called? Ardite. And it was way too just after this whole thing, digging out 2 graves out of a lava lake. It was just too much. I had to whatever, forget this. I don't want to be here anymore. So I didn't get any of it, and I got out of there because the first time around I completely forgot it. I couldn't mine any of it. I found tons of it that I wanted to mine, couldn't mine any of it because I didn't have my alumite pick. But the second time around, I did have it, and really, I was done with the nether. I didn't really want to stick around any longer than I had to, so I got out of Dodge. I didn't find any hives down there either, which was kind of surprising. Usually I come across a bunch of hives, or at least I did in my solo world. Anywho, so that is going to be all done for today. Did a lot of stuff, got some stuff done, checked out some other people's. Well, we only checked out the ATI's base, sort of, and we didn't even really check it out. We just kind of went on there on a sneaking mission. Anywho, so we're gonna be saying goodbye now. I guess I will see you all in the next episode.